2日前咧，我就喺 Monza 咧試咗 Pagani 嘅 Huayra R Evo Roadster 啦。哇，個感覺非常之興奮啊！大家睇完條片係咪好正？覺得2日之後咧，咁啊 Pagani 咧就邀請我嚟到佢哋呢個 Modena 嘅 headquarters 呢個總部呢度咧參觀。咁呢個咧就係一個新嘅廠房，所有嘅 Pagani 咧都喺呢個地方度製造啦。咁下晝咧佢哋安排咗一部 Utopia 俾我試車啦。咁啊今日個行程咧都好豐富。首先喺呢度咧，要多謝 Pagani 廠方嘅邀請啦，同埋 Pagani of Hong Kong， 即係香港代理 SPS 幫我聯絡啦，同埋所有嘅支援啦。哇！咁喺入去之前咧，我想帶大家睇一樣嘢咧，就係我今日咧其實係以一個個人身份嚟參觀啊。最特別係咩咧？你睇下呢度，大家廠咧特登咧為咗我去掛咗一個香港嘅區旗。哇！真係令我覺得咧，今次咧真係好重要，真係好似一個超級 VIP 咁樣。好，而家馬上帶大家入去呢個 Pagani 嘅總部參觀。咁就我哋一入嚟咧，其實我哋一入嚟咧就見到呢度分咗呢個成個 building 咧分咗幾個部分啦。咁啊呢一邊咧就係 museum 啦，咁呢一邊咧就係一個 shop。我首先咧就參觀呢個 museum 先啦。
To give you some figures, last year we had about 53,000 visitors in 1 year. Pagani was set up in '99. Since a very young age, he always dreamt about coming to Modena and design the most beautiful car in the world. And basically, the tour starts here.
Okay.
We have a small video of Gustavo. This location here is dedicated to the Argentina period. Here we recreated the taller. So basically, the taller, it means workshop in Spanish.
Okay.
Because in his backyard, he had this workshop where Horacio would work on projects. The first part of the museum is really where it all began, which are these scale models that Horacio made. Automondo is basically the first magazine he was reading, mainly about racing, but there was always a section about the latest sports car. He wants to work in the automotive section in Modena, so he eventually meets Juan Manuel Fangio in Formula 2 world. And Juan Manuel Fangio decides to write letters to Italian manufacturers like Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, Lamborghini. Horacio moves to Italy to work in Lamborghini. That was his first job in the automotive. And then eventually he becomes head of design for the Lamborghini Countach anniversary. So this is a car from '99. It's chassis number 2. Basically, this started as a C12. It was 550,000 kilometers. So it was used as a prototype for development of a Zonda S, Zonda F, Zonda Cinque. And then today in the museum, the final configuration is a 760. So you even see the number plate from '99. And then of course we pass into the Zonda F area from 2005. This is the Zonda F Coupe. It's a tribute to Fangio because you see the F here.
The F, yes.
Was the signature of Fangio, the exact F.
Cinque is a special edition for Hong Kong market.
Exactly. It was a customer from Hong Kong that asked Horacio to push the boundaries of the Zonda, and this car received a lot of technology from the racetrack, which came from the Zonda R. Then it was also the first Zonda with a sequential transmission. Then here is a one-off car.
Barchetta Riffle.
Yes, exactly. But then this is a car that we launched in 2022 because Horacio is very fond of the racing cars of Le Mans Barchettas, where the drivers were exposed to the elements without a roof, completely hand-welded, or anodized in blue for the aluminum components.
Not for sale.
No. Of course, then we enter the Huayra era. This is the second model of Huayra, which is the Huayra BC, and also the most limited versions in Pagani. So we have 20 coupes, like you see here, and 40 roadsters. Of course, here you see the coupe version of Zonda R.
Right.
Was with this matte carbon, and then you had the glossy finishing part. So here, this is the Huayra Coupe Tempesta. So basically, it's an upgrade in engine performance, exhaust, tires, body. Because you know, Pagani projects never pause. Horacio wants to keep finding new solutions and always improve. We have a very historic picture of Horacio working on the scale models. This is still the philosophy of Pagani, and he creates a real functioning car. We still have the steps forward of working on these wood and resin models. For example, he says, no, this is ugly. Well, here he wants this a bit higher, so he's written, I want this higher of plus 15. In Pagani, I think a thing that marked me the most is how close we are to the models.
To the cars, yes, okay.
Because we know them by chassis number.
Every single car you can remember, right?
Yeah, this is something that marked me when my colleague said, let's go get chassis number 14.
Okay.
And more the time passes, more you know each by chassis.
Okay.
Because, for example,
here.
Prototype 4 of Huayra Coupe, chassis number 2. Chassis 91, chassis 121, chassis 16 of the R, then prototype 2, and chassis R07, the 7th of the Zonda R.
Wow.
We made less than 600 cars in 26 years, right?
Right. And you said now here in Pagani there are only 290 people working.
Yes, also counting my colleagues in Asia Pacific.
Oh, I see.
Also my colleagues in the US, in the Middle East. So the entire Pagani group is about 290 people.
Wow, such a small operation.
Yeah, and think that the average age of a Pagani employee is 34 years, 35 years.
Also young, right?
Very young. Yeah. This door is very representative of the ethos Pagani. Is one phrase that marked him today is that art and science are disciplines that can walk hand in hand. So you can see here all the design.
Wow.
So here we are in the atelier of Pagani, and as you can see, the architecture is very, very special because here we wanted a place represented the Italian craftsmanship of the Renaissance time.
Right.
So it is an Italian square, in piazza. You can see the clock tower. All this design of the arches that we see here, we call them botteghe. Botteghe was a small manufacturer inside the square.
Sebastian, why there is a Mickey Mouse here?
Because Horacio says that we are in the factory of toys. There are 30 people working in the assembly department. They're all divided into their competences, if you want. So you have the electronics, the mechanical, the interior, and roughly to make one Pagani car, just if you have all the pieces ready to be mounted, so just putting them together is about 6 weeks.
You don't call this a factory, right?
No, absolutely not, because as you can see, there are no robots here.
Right. It's all by hand.
So you see how quiet it is? Yeah. So the concept is it's not a production line, so the cars are fixed and the people move around the car.
This side is all the prototypes, or?
So basically this is a continuation of the museum, if you want. Okay. Because this is a Zonda chassis number 1.
Wow, okay.
This is the first ever
C12, right?
C12, exactly.
Okay.
So you have if you look here, we have the badging of C12 on the rear bonnet.
Yeah, right.
So this car was the world premiere car.
Okay.
And it's also the car
in 1999.
Yeah, from Geneva, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
We restored the car completely. And basically, all these 4 cars are design scale models. This is of the Huayra Codalunga that you saw in Monza. Yeah. Design model. Huayra Coupe. So for example, here is written, remove it, too long. So he wants it shorter. Okay. And these are his notes. So Horacio needs to...
All the notes from Horacio himself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Horacio needs to touch and feel and see the proportions, right? Okay. Huayra R.
Yeah. So every car you will do a one-to-one model?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is Zonda chassis number 6. Okay. And it's the first ever car with a carbon fiber see-through.
Oh, I see.
In the world. Huayra Coupe. This is a world premiere car.
2011. Right.
2011, correct. Yeah. We have these fridges that go under minus 20 degrees where we can store the rolls of carbon fiber. So we make sure that the resin is not drying up. So we have these rolls that we have here, and we can open them. They're cutting all the pieces that we need. So for example, they're working now on the dashboard of an Utopia, and they can cut exactly the dimensions that we need. Today in Utopia we have about 40 different types of carbon fiber, all developed by Horacio. So you can see here, basically, once they receive the total amount of layers needed, they're going to use it in a mold. So that's what you see here. Okay. And basically she's going to layer up the total sheets needed. And basically she's going to fill in the mold by hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. There are about 50 people working in this department, and we can work on 1 car per week, roughly. They fill up the mold here. And then they're going to put it under vacuum. This is the front panel of the Utopia. So they're going to put it under vacuum to make sure that all the sheets of the carbon fiber, in between there's no air and imperfection.
Right.
So this department is always in connection with the autoclave department for cooking.
Yeah.
So they know the cooking cycles. Structural elements, we have like phases about 10 to 12 hours of cooking. A Modena design logo that you see here is your original logo that you saw on the Zonda side skirts. The first very big investment is of course the machinery.
Right.
The Makino machinery coming from Japan. This is the highest quality CNC milling machine you can ever find on the market. Our components are all milled from a single block. So here we start with the raw material.
Right.
So this is a 43 kilo aluminium block.
Wow.
So first grade aluminium.
Okay.
And basically we have different stages before we arrive at the final product.
Right.
This is the second stage. It's a 2-hour time lapse.
2 hours.
And the idea
all the milling.
is to remove the most aluminium the fastest way possible.
Right.
Then we add other 26 hours where we're going to go more into the detail. It's all hollow inside. Then we have to add 8 hours because by hand somebody's going to polish. To give that mirror effect, right?
We have some component, different component.
Right.
When it stops, look at it.
The joint.
This is a vertical warehouse, if you want.
Vertical warehouse. Okay.
And basically there are about 29,000 components currently.
29,000 components inside there. Wow. Wow.
Accelerator pedal, brake pedal. So you can recognize all the components. An entire car of milling, it's about 1 week. 1 car set is 1 week of milling.
813 parts.
Parts, exactly.
Milled in 1 week.
In 1 week.
好，咁啱啱喺佢哋 factory canteen 食完飯咧，咁佢哋安排咗呢架 Utopia 嘅 Coupe 俾我試車啦。咁而家架車 warm up 緊。即係説來有趣啊！就係呢架車其實1年幾前，即係差唔多2年前咧，就佢哋運到嚟香港咧做個 launch 啦。咁我當時咧就係呢架車運咗上去山頂白加道俾我拍，就係 exactly 同一部車。咁我差唔多2年後今日咧就嚟翻 Pagani 嘅總部咧就試呢架車。咁呢部車咧其實係 prototype， 佢哋話係chassis number 7行咗10,992個 km， 好多嘅 improvement 都係用呢架車去 develop。呢架車咧我就唔再詳細介紹啦，大家可以睇翻我上次喺香港introduction嗰個影片啦。Utopia 咧其實喺香港已經交付咗好多車，呢架車咧全世界就係個產量99部啦，佢哋已經交付咗唔知85、86部啦。佢哋而家開始生產咧就係架 Utopia Roadster， 即係嗰個開頂嘅版本啦。今次我哋試呢架咧就係 AMT 啦，就係自動波、半自動波嘅版本啦。我哋而家出去咧就用 Comfort Mode 先啦。哇！正啲聲，呢架車我覺得成個整體個 refinement 比起之前嗰架Huayra 咧係有好大嘅進步，最重要就係嗰個 suspension 啦，佢用一個電子嘅 damper 啦，成架車舒服咗好多，同埋你覺得咧揸起嚟仲輕巧咗好多。佢仲有一個叫 Super Soft 嘅模式嘅，咁撳咗落去咧，佢嗰個避震再會遠啲啦，咁啊更適合呢啲咁嘅 B road 啊，喺啲譬如香港比較凹凸嘅路咧，佢就好啱用啦，我覺得。 一啲都唔難駕馭嘅呢架車，我覺得佢係。自動波咧，你都可以用個手呢個 pedal 去shift， 即係 down shift 啊、up shift 啊。咁另外咧，如果你想要棍波，即係全手動咧，下邊呢個駕駛模式掣咧，撳一撳咧就可以變翻做 manual。咁啊，呢架車其實仲有7前速嘅棍波選擇嘅。咁啊，據佢哋廠話咧，差唔多4/3嘅顧客咧都係揀棍波啊！可想而知咧，即係Utopia即係出棍波咧係一個即係明智嘅一個策略啦。再講翻呢架車個 engine 咧，就係6.0 V12 嘅 Twin Turbo 啦。咁呢副計就係AMG 嘅 Bespoke 嘅引擎，係專為呢架車而做嘅。咁啊，波箱咧就係 Extract， 再由Pagani 自己再 develop 個電腦程式，成架車個佈局係好賽車化嘅。佢都係用嗰個鋼管式嘅車架啦，再配合呢個carbon fiber 嘅 top 啦。今朝喺生產線睇過晒佢哋嗰個生產工序，哇！真係好 impress 啊！呢架車咧有總共係830個零件咧，都係瞄出嚟嘅，即係用 CNC 嘅方法去生產啦。佢哋話嗰個tolerance 啊，公差率咧係0% 可以做到，基本上已經去到 aerospace 嗰個航天科技嗰個標準。呢架車雖然都幾長嘅，但係揸起嚟個感覺係一架好輕巧嘅車。佢個車重咧，乾重1200幾個 kg 嘅，1300 kg 都唔到。車重咧同我架 GL 差唔多，但係佢個馬力800幾匹啦，個最大扭力有1100個 Newton-meter。咁我哋而家試下Sport Mode 啦，懸掛會硬啲啦。咁呢度有個 exhaust 掣咧，就撳咗之後咧，係啦，可以明顯啲嘅，再嗰個排氣聲。上一代咧個Huayra個波箱都比較挫啲嘅，但係今次呢架 Utopia 咧，我覺得呢個7速嘅 single clutch semi automatic 嘅 gearbox 真係好順暢喎，可以做到成件事。即係神級啊！即係嗰個加速好犀利，好癲。始終係 turbo 引擎咧，佢哇可以嗰個扭力爆炸力咧，哇好強悍啊！同埋嗰個轉波嗰個激情感咧，我覺得呢架車真係非常之犀利。幾有趣就係呢架車咧喺裏邊聽嘅聲咧係響過出邊好多啊！咁啊，其實佢係因為呢架車咧符合到而家歐洲啊或者美國嗰個廢牌咧同埋嗰個噪音管制標準嘅，咁所以咧喺出邊聽嘅車好似唔係咁響，但係喺裏邊聽咧可以完全享受晒嗰個 V12 引擎嗰個咆哮聲。呢架車咧，你會感受到個 steering 啊、個避震啊，成個反應咧係好 precise，因為佢每一個 part 都可以做到好精準啦。咁所以你覺得成架車揸起嚟有一個好強烈嗰個 feedback 個反應俾到你。揸住一個 Pagani 喺呢啲山路咧，完全都冇乜好驚慌，好輕鬆嘅成件事。好靈活咯！呢架車真係我冇想象過一個咁大嘅車喺呢啲彎路可以咁靈活，同埋有一個好安穩嗰個感覺嘅，即係好安全。個避震咧一啲都唔蹬，佢嗰個轉向個 steering ratio 唔會特別快，我覺得係啱好，即係唔會係過分地快令你驚慌。佢係有翻一個好 natural 嗰個感覺。我覺得呢架車最 impress 嘅地方咧，就係佢有成個嗰個機械感，即係呢架車係真係一架好 analog 嘅車。基本上而家絕大部分嘅 Supercar 都冇呢一種咁嘅強烈嘅機械感，一個 pure mechanical 嗰個感覺。成架車個 feedback 回饋感係一流嘅，真係。咁可能你會問我呢架車有咩唔好嘅缺點咧？我覺得係 係咁多人可以買得起，享受到佢嘅樂趣咯。喺香港其實好多人呢啲車都唔會出牌啦，主要都係收藏啦，好難可以好似喺意大利咁樣可以好盡情咁享受到呢架車。即係好多人話點解呢啲車會值2-3千萬咁貴啦？但係你睇完佢成個車嗰個生產過程，嗰個人工時間、心血花落去嗰個成本咧，真係不得之了，係真係難以想像咁高，唔係一般車廠可以做到。你坐上呢架車度咧，好似真係進入咗另一個世界，好似揸住一件藝術品出街咁啊！即係多人望不特止啦，每一樣嘢，你每個按掣啊、扭掣啊、冷氣掣啊、toggle 掣啊、開窗啊，全部嘢都係一個藝術品咁樣咯，即係一個好似一個鐘錶珠寶。即係 Horacio 話呢架車咧有好多設計靈感咧，都係源自classic car 嘅，甚至係 Vespa 嗰個電單車。佢嗰個頭燈啊，嗰個設計咧係嗰個罩嘅設計咧係源自嗰個Vespa 嘅電單車嘅，即係有好多古典嘅設計元素咧擺咗喺呢架車裏邊。哇！試完呢架 Utopia， 即係個感覺係前所未有，可以咁輕鬆地揸呢架 Hypercar， 可以喺呢一種山路翻到嚟意大利揸到呢部車，全盤咁 enjoy 晒呢個800幾匹馬力同埋1100 Nm 扭力。更難得就係我可以今次咧可以喺佢哋個 factory 睇晒所有嘢，每一個 parts 830個 parts 全部都係瞄出嚟啦。Zero tolerance， 每一個 movable parts 都可以做到好精細，咁令到你成個駕駛感咧，我覺得係哇，真係精準得好緊要呢架車，我真係好佩服佢哋嗰個造車個精神啦。我覺得即係如果大家有機會咧，都要嚟意大利 Modena 即係 Pagani 嘅總部去參觀一下，去感受一下呢一個品牌嘅汽車。我覺得即係如果你 afford 得到2-3千萬買呢部車咧，唔單止係買一個車，係即係你好似加入咗Horacio Pagani 先生嘅家庭裏邊咁，好似佢嘅家庭嘅一份子咁。即係我覺得車同人嗰個關係咧，佢哋係比起任何所有嘅車嘅生產商更加緊貼。即係呢個咧好獨特嘅體驗咧，我覺得真係只有呢個品牌先有嘅啫。